Hey guys, this is RTJ from Controversy Lab. If you guys noticed, our most viral video was taken down. We did get banned. However, we're going to put it back up because some people complained about it and told on us they was too sensitive. However, we did censor it to put it back up, and we also have a link, ding, 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 that is for the uncensored. For all the true fans that love controversy, this link right here, or right, wherever it is, this link right here will allow you to see the uncensored version. And the censored version is being put back up on YouTube. So with that being said, for all the people that don't like controversy and are sensitive, don't watch our videos and please leave our community. For all the ones who have a heart and understand what's going on and understand that we need to speak and we need to have controversy topics to develop and grow as human beings, please hit the link and watch the video. So with that being said, please welcome us back and enjoy the video.
Come on.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
I'm your host, Shaquelle House.
A one. Check. Yo. This is me, RTJ. What's up, crowd?
Welcome to Controversy Lab, where we talk about controversial perspectives on controversial topics. I'm your host, Shaquelle House. And this is RTJ.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Thank you for showing up. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us.
So what are we talking about today for the people?
God damn.
What?
I can't get the giggles out. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so
I don't know if this is a laughing matter, bro.
it's not, and that's why I want to start. It's bring it in. All right, so unfortunately,
Taco salad. No, go ahead.
I want to go back to Mexico no more. Okay, so unfortunately, we got to talk about the death of a young lady who was on a trip with her friends to Mexico.
Why are you laughing?
But she did come back home.
Oh my God.
Miss Shanquella Robinson. She was left for dead in Mexico after being on a trip with her friends.
Right, so we're going to start the video by actually showing the clip so you guys can actually see for yourself what transpired. We're going to show you guys an uncut clip because it's Controversy Lab. So we're going to be the ones that give you the most raw and uncut version of the content online. With that being said, here's a clip and we'll be back after the clip.
Okay. Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. Why she not fighting?
At least something. At least fight back, something.
Get up, bro. Get up.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was a clip. What are your thoughts?
Let's get all the seriousness out of the way first. I think it's some bullshit.
Well, first, before we go there, let's actually give them the full jit. So this young lady is 25 from North Carolina. She actually was made famous by being a famous braider, hair braider. She specialized in braiding children's hair. So we're going to start there. She liked to travel. She traveled pretty often. And on this actual vacation, she was actually vacationing in Cabo. She went to Cabo, Mexico, with some of her friends who alleged friends who were supposed to be close with her. The individual that's actually filming the actual beating is actually her best friend, whom we can tell is a part of the LGBTQ whatever community. So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts about that is obviously these were not her friends. Second thing is the problem. My initial problem is as friends we have disagreements.
Right.
We do have disagreements, and I'm from the generation where I respect a friend, two friends throwing fists, because sometimes we got to get the shit out of us. So I kind of respect that. However, what I don't respect when shit starts getting out of hand, the other quote unquote friends pull their phones out and start recording this shit. This is a friendly matter between friends, so we have to, and at some point we got to break this up, because if you're what's up?
I disagree because, first I'll go here. All right. I grew up in gang culture like most of us did, and that grew up in the hood. So I grew up in a setting where
you get fades all the time.
Yeah, I grew up in a setting where fades was a part of it. Number one, you had to fight to get in, right? And that's how you became a part of the group. And most people would say, well, why would you be friends with people who beat you up? The gang culture was more from a perspective of you want to make sure that everybody that's in the group is battle tested. They know how to fight. They can stand up for themselves. You don't want a crew of people that really can't fight. So my whole thing is, my perspective is, I agree with you. Fades happen all the time in the hood. But I feel like, as you know, when you grow up and you become an adult, you realize that, certain things we can talk out. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
And even at 25, 26, like I wasn't fist fighting with friends. Like my best friend, he and I, the last fist fight we ever got in, we was in like what, high school, no, middle school, going to high school.
But I agree with that. But I'm saying like sometimes, I'm not saying all people. Some people just like sometimes we just gotta really, like, let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Take it away. Put 1 minute on the clock.
But again, I look, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just simply saying, for myself, my perspectives have changed growing up in a certain culture. And also, like you hinted to, I'm a fighter. Like I'm an actual athlete. So
that's why I think you look at it differently.
Yeah, so look at it differently.
Yeah.
But again, that's just me. That's just me and my perspective. I have some friends who are fighters. They would get in the ring and fight, under the lights for money. Some of their other friends and people they're cool with. I wouldn't do that. So I think it's just, for me, it's a different type of perspective as it relates to fighting friends. Now, as it relates to this young lady, Miss Robinson, on the trip, if you notice, she wasn't even fighting back. Number two, she was butt naked. So my thing is, this is not two friends catching a friendly fade, because if it was a friendly fade, you would let her get dressed.
So that goes back to, these wasn't her friends.
Of course.
So, and this is like, it gets to the point, like I said, like, and I got to say this as far as pertaining to you and I. If I see you whooping the shit out of somebody, I got to come hug you. Like, cause you need to stop. You killing them.
Come hug me. That's random.
Bear hug. Like, I got to come. Like, okay, obviously you're no longer fighting them. You're fighting everybody else. They just happen to receive that. So the way that she was thrown into the bed, like, okay, whoa. No, we got to stop this. A friendly fade is between me and you. No, nothing else in the middle. Like, no type of equipment, no type of weapons, anything. That bed was used as a weapon. And I hate when women grab other women's hair, like, and just sling her around like that. So that just really bothers the shit out of me.
I mean, 90% of women are going to grab hair because they're not trained fighters and they don't know how to fight. So they're going to grab hair, grab whatever they can. They're not going to square up, But what I will say is,
I would have bit the shit out of her.
It's interesting to me how this, her best friend, whom we hear on the actual the video footage off camera, it's interesting. He went back to her family's house and brought two other girls with him, and basically said that, he wanted them to you could tell he was kind of bothered by, he wanted them to confess what really happened, because for those that don't know, the friends were saying that she had alcohol poisoning, and that was what was wrong with her at the villa. So, the friends actually called her mom after beating her half to death. They called the mother and said, oh, she's not feeling well. She has alcohol poisoning. She's not responsive. So they called the mother. The mother says, okay, you know what? Cool. Keep me updated. Let me know what's going on. Shortly after, Shanquella dies. She actually was killed less than 24 hours of her flying into Cabo. She flew in Friday. She was dead Saturday morning. So my thing is, I'm curious, what type of altercation or what type of issues did you have with this young lady that transpired from the airport to the villa, so much so that you're so pissed that you're going to fight her while she's butt naked? What kind of best friend would watch their friend? Because to me, it looks like maybe they caught her getting out of the shower, probably. Like, that's probably why she was naked, like getting fresh out of the shower, trying to get in the shower, and they bum rush her in her room, drag her out. Rolling. With cameras rolling, and your best friend has the camera, or even if he doesn't have the camera, he's allowing someone to record you naked.
And that's what, my thing is, everybody gets locked up.
I think so.
Everybody is an accessory or is the one who did.
I agree 100%.
So, and
let's go to a video of one of her friends, alleged friends, that actually showed up after the beating took place, who's been getting ridiculed online, been getting death threats. I want you guys to see this video because I want to talk about this individual too and your perspectives about him. So, roll the clip.
Villa around 326. I instantly, as soon as I go in, I go to Quilla. Quilla didn't leave my side, none of that, till the nurse came. But I got too far ahead. So Quilla was laying on the couch in the game room. The fucking villa was like a big ass mansion, no upstairs, all tile on the wall, tile on the floor, straight tile, nothing else. So it just a big ass villa. I don't know if y'all can view it on the website. Go to Cabo Villas and look at how big this shit is and what it look like. Well, you're gonna see. So when I got there, she was in the game room. They told me she was not feeling good, so I instantly go to her, put on her side, get a bag, and all that. So I'm sitting right next to her the whole time. I was crossed my heart. I hope that I was there the whole time in the game room, and then they was talking about cooking. So we made it to the living room. I cut on some soft music, sitting with her, rubbing her head, just chilling, waiting till the nurse came, because that's what I was informed that was happening. At first I was told that it was a male coming, and then a female showed up. So by that time, I skipped another thing. Quilla wasn't found dead. She wasn't found dead. The maids found her slumped over the toilet in her room. That's what they did find her, slumped over her toilet in her room. That's what I was told. Quilla was not dead when I got there. Yeah, boom. So it's like, okay, so when I get in there, I go in, I see Quilla, I see she chilling, I put her on her side. I go out and make that video where I'm talking about I'm here, Quilla get up. So I'm thinking like, damn, we got stuff to do. ATVs, a boat, dinner. I missed the chefs, I missed everything. Anyways, fuck that. So I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, Quilla, let's get up. I say that in the video, everybody can hear it, everybody knows. Everybody that know me heard me say the shit. That was my first video when I got there, or second, because I made a video of me pulling up to the villa. But he was cutting up the guy. I tried to get the timestamp for y'all, but that's not gonna work. So I guess the real FBI or whatever had to put those right timelines together. But I'm gonna start with the NCB. That faggot is so stupid and got y'all believing everything that's wrong. I was not there till the next day. I didn't see a fight. I didn't know it was a fight. I didn't know it was a video. I didn't know they did any harm, anything. I went in there and told it was alcohol poisoning, so that's what I helped her as. I didn't leave her side. I cut on soft music. Summer Walker rubbing her head till the nurse came in. Nobody even talked about the nurse. Nobody even said a nurse came. None of this stuff. So I'm really not understanding where this story is coming from and why it's out here like this, because it's wrong. It's wrong. And for y'all to be attacking me, an innocent soul, like, I'm really innocent as fuck. I went there to enjoy my birthday. Like, to enjoy my birthday and to really just goddamn have fun. I didn't have not 1 second of fun. Didn't take one shot, didn't smoke one blunt, didn't do anything. I went straight to Quilla. She was not found dead. She was found unresponsive. Yes, unresponsive. She was unresponsive. I tried to get her to talk to me and all that, but it was none of that. There was none of that going on. Oh shit. Yeah, but other than that, I did. Oh yeah, I know y'all probably asking that. When I walked in there, I didn't really notice the knot on her head until the nurse pointed it out. I did see the bump on her lip. She did have a blood vessel bust in her eye, and that's it. But I didn't really go in there like, damn, y'all jumped her, y'all beat her ass, what's going on? Like, could they know, man? And nobody even told me about nothing. I was blind to everything. I'm literally in there giving her my all. Like, come on, girl, we is 2,000 miles away from home. 2,000 miles away from home. Don't nobody deserve this. Damn, 51 questions. Bro, why is y'all talking about, boy, did y'all kill y'all friend? I wasn't there. I don't have those answers for you from Friday to 3 o'clock when I got to Cabo. I just don't have them answers. I posted my flight itinerary. When I got there, I can't make that up. I can't. I really don't know what else to do but show y'all fucking the real tickets if I could even find them when I landed and didn't land. But I could post the video. I could show the video. It's gonna show the timestamps because it's in my archive. I got there at 3-something p.m. I made my first video at 4:26. That's me outside by the pool. Saying, Quilla, get up, let's go. We got stuff to do. Let's go have fun. There was no fun in that. There was no fun in that. There was nothing good coming from that, man. I went in there with my bag, put it down, went to the game room, went to the living room, stayed there. Worst time of my life. And now y'all on here trying to say I killed her. Me, the nigga that got there a day late. A day late. The nigga y'all didn't see in the video. I have 1,030,000 tattoos. Do I sound like I was in that video? Go listen to it again. Do you hear my voice in that video? Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas is really stupid. The bitches is stupid. The old ladies, all of y'all are stupid. I don't care who's after me because I have all my timestamps. I've been real close and cordial with everybody who really means something. So everybody else, this was just to give y'all some comfort. Because I'm not doing it no more. I'm not responding to nothing else. And all the death threats, I can go with y'all and move. Everybody. I turn me to a pack. All that shit y'all was talking, y'all just talking out your ass out of hurt because y'all listening to social media. Social media. Of course, my story is going to be different because I got there a day late. I can only tell you what I know from 3:30 till Sunday when I left. That's all I can do. I really can't give nobody no other answer from Friday because they didn't tell me. I didn't go in there, sit down and make no alibi with nobody. I didn't know nothing. They didn't tell me nothing. Cross my heart and hope to die on this Bible right here. I don't know nothing. I didn't sit and make no alibi. I didn't even have time. I got there an hour later. The nurse came in the door. The nurse came in the door. Try to help Quilla, try to put some salines in her, but her energy, she didn't have no electrolytes, her oxygen was low, so she couldn't find them. Y'all don't understand what I went through. Y'all don't understand, y'all won't understand. So y'all keep posting my address and all that shit, y'all have fun. Y'all have fun, y'all know y'all hurting yourself, y'all not hurting me, I'm not bothered by this. Cause I know the truth, me and God know the truth. Me getting on this internet, and I cut the comments out because I know y'all being mad. What's the word? Insensitive. So I ain't even finna go back and forth on this shit with nobody. I tried to go live with the NC beat nigga. He swear he know the times. He been to Mexico and stuff before, so he knows how everything goes. But Instagram and everything keep timestamps. Everything is in my archive. Everything else, say you're gonna have people watching my page when I go live. That's cool. But you're a loser. You're really a loser for trying to do this to me. You don't even know the full story. What else I gotta say? I really think that's it. I'm really not giving y'all too much because that's all I had to say. And I wouldn't sit here and lie to nobody. They already knew not to tell me because the person that I am was not letting it happen. Everybody was fighting me right there. We all banging it out because what is y'all doing? 2,000 miles away from home, from family, from safety, from rules and regulations you know. Now you in a different state, putting your lives at risk and jeopardy and mine. Now I walked into something stupid. Now I'm looking like a bad guy. I'm just gonna leave it right here. I really don't have too much more to say. Y'all either don't believe me or y'all not. That's not me. That's not my heart. My heart's so pure. I'm not confrontational. I would try to end everything before it gets to something like that. Come on, bro. You don't do that 2,000 miles away from your house, bro. You don't do that. You don't do that. I have the most respect for Miss Robinson, Quilla, everybody. Like, y'all welcome me with open arms. And why? And y'all don't have everything. Y'all don't have timestamps. I didn't sign that guest list. First of all, the guest list that my name is on. Go try to find my signature. Hold on, where's my ID? Matter of fact, my ID, is my signature on here?
If you have ever listened to somebody lie their ass off, they are very, very descriptive.
Right.
And he is very, very, very descriptive. I think lying his ass off.
So one thing that troubles me is that the individual was in the autopsy and people that show pictures of her body. Now, we're not going to show anything like that. I'm not going to show any images of somebody dead, deceased, or anything. But they said that her eyes were swollen. They said her head was swollen. She had a knot on her head. This individual said later in the video that he actually saw, the nurse pointed out that there was a knot on her head. My first question is this. If this is your friend, you rendered so much aid to her, how is it you didn't notice that her face was swollen? How do you didn't notice her lip was busted? How didn't you notice that she had a knot on her head and it took the nurse to point out there was a knot on her head? The main thing he said in the video was, I was rubbing her head.
Yeah.
You niggas be lying.
Yeah. Wait. I got one for you.
What's that?
Did you see the tile on the wall? I mean, it was like all over the place. I missed the shelf. The chef came, I missed the shelf. This motherfucker lying his ass off.
It's also interesting that he pointed out the time of 3:26 or so.
Okay.
From some of the documents that I saw, it actually said that she passed away around 3 o'clock, 3 or so. This is what the police actually put on the actual documentation when they actually filled out, was it accidental death or was there foul play? They put 3 o'clock or somewhere around 3. In his story, he's saying this all happened around 3:26. So I'm kind of curious about if the FBI or the police actually doubled down on his story, how much are going to pay attention to time. So of course, time could be.
Well, when the police write down, that's an assumption.
Right.
So that's and that's probably like he's probably saying that to say that I got there after. I was there afterwards.
But that's my point.
Okay.
Pay attention to what I'm saying.
My bad. I cut you off.
No, you didn't cut me off. What I'm saying, that's the point that I'm making. He's saying he got there after. If they say the estimated time when she died, the police were there and put 3 something on the actual note as she was dead, that would mean that when he got there,
She was dead.
she was already dead. And he's saying, oh, she wasn't dead when I got there. I was rubbing her head. She was unresponsive, but you didn't notice the knot. You didn't notice her lip was busted. You didn't notice it looked like she got fucking beat. This woman had a broken neck.
He was only worried about going to ride jet skis, ride ATVs, boat rides, all that shit.
So you said you coming into the room, you see a body on the ground, and you're talking about get up, we got to go ride jet skis, whatever. You say you put on Summer Walker, slow music, you're holding her. I think that you would notice if it's a corpse in your hands and you're rubbing her hair. But let's just say that she wasn't dead.
Okay.
You didn't notice the knots, the busted lip. You noticed none of that.
Didn't he say he moved her from the bed to the couch?
That part I didn't hear.
That was in the beginning. He said they was at the bed. Then he was rubbing her head on the couch.
I think he said they found her on the couch in the game room or something to that effect. But anywho, the point is, now here's the other kicker. The kicker is everyone actually left a day early and left her body in Mexico. Be wary of who you travel with, people.
I got a rule. We come together, we leave together. That is my rule.
That includes a body.
That is my rule, and that is with everybody. If we come together, we leave together.
Yep. They told when her mother asked them, why don't you guys take her to the hospital? They said that they couldn't take her to the hospital because they don't accept American insurance in Cabo, and she was saying that they had to pay $5,000. That's what they told her mom, and they said they had to pay $5,000 just to get her to be seen by a doctor. I'm like, $5,000 to be seen by a doctor? That's interesting. So the family ended up having to pay $6,000 to actually have her body flown back. The police in Cabo said they didn't suspect foul play. So, we're going to see what happens with them actually being home back in America, if the FBI chooses to actually investigate. There is talk about the FBI getting involved, people investigating this case.
Well, unfortunately, they have to because it's something that happened, I want to say internationally, but in another country. It's a death that happened in another country, so they have to get involved. And we're not too weary on these Mexican police. They see deaths all the time and say, yeah, nothing happened. Yeah. They see niggas' head cut off. Nothing happened. So
a lot of times you can pay off the police in Mexico. You know what I mean? So which is interesting because whenever I go to Mexico, like Cancun, a place like that, or wherever, Cabo, I never stray outside of the tourist areas. And I know people that go there, they're like, oh, let's go out and venture. I'm like, you know where the fuck we at? We're in Mexico, bro. Like the police here are not on your side. I've heard stories where police have taken people, driven people out in the wood, like the desert area, and they're just driving, and people are like, where are you taking me? They're not talking to them. They had to pull out money to pay them to take them back to civilization. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't venture outside of the tourist areas. Like even when I went to Cancun, I used to love Cancun because all the clubs and everything is on one strip. You don't have to take any turns. They got a bus that runs up and down the main strip. You can literally walk up the strip back to your hotel.
This is a sad situation for a young lady who thought she was with her friends, and you just got to keep repeating to people, be wary of who you call your friends. Everybody ain't around you just because they like you. Some people around you because of money. Some people around you just because of the attention you bring. All things like that.
So they stayed in Villa Linda 32. You can go on the actual website.
Upstairs, downstairs?
They have upstairs, downstairs.
Nice.
What
about the towel on the wall? This motherfucker. Stinking ass.
CabosVillas.com. You can check out the actual villa where they stayed. It's unfortunate because from what I actually skimmed through, I'm like, those are some nice ass villas. And it's like, I don't know if I would ever now go to those villas now, knowing that someone died there. You know, I think it would kind of
Shit.
throw off the vibe.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, yeah, it really will.
So, we have a situation where, her best friend. So allegedly, they're saying what about the person that beat her up? Don't be scared now, brother. You brought it up on the way. Go ahead, speak on it.
So allegedly, they're saying it's a tranny.
I want to come out your mouth because this is
I don't give a fuck.
your perspective.
Yeah, they're saying it's a tranny. From the picture, I'm being me. I'm a good look kind of manly. So, and again, I'm gonna go back to the way that she was thrown into the bed. Like that ain't no woman throw. You ever seen a man throw a medicine ball?
For the fight to be so severe that her neck was broken, and then she had like vertebrae
damaged.
That would put me in the mindset that this probably was a man. Now I don't know. Like there's people online saying that this was a tranny, had a sex change. You know how the internet can get. Internet can like throw in all kind of shit. She could have just been like a very stocky female. I don't know.
But with a lot of testosterone in it. But the only reason, like the only thing that I can say is that it's only been one report. So that one report kind of, I ain't gonna say it deters me from saying that it was a tranny, but yet and still, when you look at it, then the way the nigga threw the wig off was like,
it's not too far fetched past reality. Like there was already one LGBT member there from the community, so I don't know.
So it's that one post kind of like puts me in the mindset of if it was and if it wasn't, if it was not, then there would be more outcry from the LGBT community, the trans community. But there's not a lot of outcry saying that this is not a trans woman.
So I would, if this was a trans woman, which we don't know, it could be, maybe it's not. But if this is a trans woman, this creates a question in my mind. All the people that are supporting the fact that men who transition to women should be called or deemed women. Here's my question to everybody watching the video. If this was a transsexual man who became a woman, does that make it a fair fight now? Because is it two women fighting or does
shit. Maybe that's why they was in Cabo.
What do you mean?
Cheap surgeries.
They were actually in Cabo for like birthday celebrations, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, really?
Have you ever seen a flight back from Cabo?
No.
Butt pads, neck braces, and shoulder pads. Dude, nothing but surgery central. So this could be like a birthday party, also wild bit. A coming to age transgender changing over birthday party. This is a new day. Controversy lab where controversy is key.
Could be.
So,
could be a situation where it's all the things you just said. Could have been, hey, I'm going to get my penis chopped off while we... Now, I'm really curious about what is it that could have caused this fight and this person to be so angry that he beat this woman to death.
That's
what makes me think that what if it is a tranny? Have you ever seen two women fight and a woman beats another woman so bad that she beats her half to death?
No.
Never seen that.
Yeah, this is one of those situations. This is actually, I think it's kind of like, I've never heard of a situation like this before. Like, well, you take your friends. I'm not gonna say take because we don't know who paid for it. You and your friends go out of state, go out of the country. You're with obviously LGBT, and then shock the shit up. And then it's one of those things where, like, you end up dying, and you were the person that you were the money man.
With that being said, rest in peace to this young lady.
Yes.
Always be wary of the people you hang out with.
That's all we can say.
You know what I'm saying? Because the beating from this other individual that's undisclosed, it looked personal. That fight looked like there was a lot of pent up frustration and animosity built up in this individual. And I can tell that that's not something that just was, fly by night. I'm just this upset because, you did something on the way here. That had some fucking rooted animosity, and pent up frustration. So I will say, be wary of the people you're around. I keep my circle like Cheerio small.
I can't fight somebody who's not fighting back.
Exactly. And then now that was the more alarming thing to me. It's like this girl isn't fighting back. Even her quote unquote best friend fight back.
Yeah. I can't do
Why are
that.
you recording? Why are you telling her to fight back? Why are you not trying to break it up? That is not your fucking friend. There's been people that have said this individual goes to her mom's house frequently, like they hang out, they do all kind of stuff together. This is your friend who's watching you naked get beat to death, literally. So I will say, be wary of the people you call your friends. But with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in this episode of Controversial Live. If you made it this far, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Let all your friends know that we got the show going on.
I like that one. Please comment in the comment section. Tell us if you thought it was a tranny or not, what it is, what it ain't.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I have for this episode, man. So also be mindful that, we're going to be posting our episodes now Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are our upload days consistently, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single week. We need time off with our families, on the weekends. So we're not working through the weekends anymore. So yeah. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, and we're out.
Controversy out.